What is up, scent heads, smell beast, and frag freaks? It's your boy. My name is Mega Dave, and today Chanel and MFK get married, and you're invited. That's coming up next, and this is Oh So Fraiche. Yo, what is good, Fresh fam? For everybody returning, I want to say thank you so much for being a freshie. It really means a lot. And if this is your first time here, welcome. As I said before, my name's Mega Dave. This is my channel, Oh So Fraiche. I do reviews on fragrances that I absolutely love. And I hope that you love them too. If you do, give me 2 huge, fresh thumbs up. That lets me know that you enjoy the content. Also, think about subscribing and hit me decent right there, down in the old bell end. That lets you know when I'm uploading new content, because who knows, it could be your favorite fragrance that I review next. And today, as you heard from the intro, Chanel, MFK, what in the hell are you talking about, boy? Well, today we have another designer. Actually, we have a monstrous designer, one that is a mainstream monster made to get compliments. And then, of course, Baccarat Rue 540. Every single person loves it. It's in all of the fragrances for a reason, because of how it reacts to different types of scents and makes things do flips. And like I said before, I call it the acrobat of fragrances. It's extremely popular, and for good reason. All right, so the fragrance that we got today in the house of Dua, Bleu De Dua at Casino Royale. All right, so this fragrance that I got, as I said from before, is Chanel's Pride and Joy Bleu De Chanel, and this is the EDT version, the very first one that started it all, the vintage version, if you will. And then, of course, mixed with Mason Francis, Kirk John's hype beast itself, Baccarat Rue 540, the Extrait, the one that's in everything, the one that is so sexy, the one that just throws that sexy cotton candy and then spins all these fragrances on their head and makes them even more mass appealing, like they weren't enough already. So let me shut up and get to why you guys all came here and get to the scent breakdown. All right, I got my, again, I'm gonna call it Bleu Royale because I'm not going through that entire long name. I refuse. I said it one time, you got what it is. So I got my Bleu Royale, and of course, the old handy dandy fresh strip, and we're gonna take this baby to paper. You have to be a fan of Bleu De Chanel to like this, because you're gonna get that. You're gonna smell it right away. You're gonna get that bright, that juicy, that tart grapefruit. It's upfront, unapologetic, very, very powerful. It's sharp, it's piercing. Those that had the Eau de Toilette, the EDT version, like I said, is piercing, it's unapologetic. It is designed to get out there and get out there in a hurry, and that's exactly what it did. Got all up in my nostril piece here, just filling it with great citrus. Something else that I pick up also is that aquatic aromatic accord that was inside of there that gives it that blue scent. That's why I got the name, but that's picked up immediately right away, and it's really pushed really good. So you smell that citrus, that almost musky aquatic type scent is all up in here as well. And then that fragrant, sexy Egyptian jasmine just pushing through here. So you do get an actual blend. And I know a lot of times some fragrances can be a little bit more dominant, where Casino Royale tends to overpower a lot of things. That is not the case with this one. So in the opening, you get a ton of the Bleu De Chanel with a little bit of that jasmine. It's very recognizable for those that have smelled Baccarat Rue 540. You can pick up that jasmine, but the blue is going to be all up in your face, and you're going to be not sad about it. I can just tell you that much. All right, as we move down to the mid, more of that aquatic note comes down, that aromatic note. It's fresh, it's sharp, it's definitely what you remember. That ambroxan punch is just pushed through in here. It's not listed on here. I know ambroxan is in here. You ain't hiding ambroxan from me. I get it. All up in here, I can smell it. The fixatives, the things that are put in here to just push this and just dominate past any other scent, is what makes that Bleu De Chanel so amazing. Just kind of like Dior Sauvage and all of the more modern fragrances, they have these aroma chemicals to push them and get past other ones that are based with more natural stuff. But the way that they're done is so amazing, where you don't really get itchy nosy type of fake synthetic cheap looking crap. It's just very well done. But you know that they're in there, but they kind of play with your nose where you don't really know that it's coming. All right, and then blending in as well. So like I said, you have those aromatic qualities from that Bleu de Chanel. A little bit of that jasmine tinges down here, but now we have Baccarat Rouge 540, just like always, coming up with that sexy, fantastic almond note that just goes in here and starts changing just a little bit more. That cotton candy note changing just a little bit more. So taking it from that plain blue fragrance to really a little something different, adding some great sweetness to it. So you have the tart, you have the sharp, you have the sweet, you have the warmth that's coming down as well, a little bit of amber notes that are in here, and then we go down to the base. All right, as always, I wear all my stuff. This one, very, very happy to wear. I love Bleu de Chanel as it is. I'm a designer freak. I was loving that stuff way before I was into Dua, even before I got into niche. Like most of us, we probably all started with designer. I just kept rolling with it. So this one was definitely right in my wheelhouse. Still one that I enjoy to this day. So when hearing that Sam over at Dua was taking a Bleu de Chanel and then mixing it with a niche beast like Baccarat Rouge 540. So when I thought in my head, I was like, only two can be perfect. Bleu de Chanel and Aventus, or Bleu de Chanel and Baccarat Rouge 540, and boom, we got it. So on skin, you get some nice saffron, that super sexy, warm saffron, but this thing really is reliant upon the woods that are in here. It is a nice woody base. It's very thick. It coats it. It's not going to be like an overly woody like you're thinking, but those that have smelled Baccarat Rouge 540, if you smelled Bleu de Chanel as it dries down, that's what you're going to get. You get a good blend of both of those. So you have a little bit of that sweet, seductive, sexy saffron that's inside of the Baccarat, and then that sandalwood and that regular cedar that's inside of Bleu de Chanel as it dries down all the way. You get that. It just lasts for a much longer time because that's what Dua does, gives that Vifragra and really pushes things to the limit to where you didn't think they were going to. So you take that Bleu de Chanel. So imagine this. Bleu de Chanel, at least on me, the EDT version, already pushed very, very good and lasted pretty decent on my skin, about 7-ish hours. So this thing, beyond it, better push, and then you blend in that super sexy Baccarat Rouge 540 note that just blows your mind. So that's what you got. And then also, finishing things off, you do get a nice little clean musk in here and then some ambergris. Now it's not an overpowering amount of ambergris where sometimes I can pick up a ton more. This, more musk, more woody, a little bit of that sweet saffron in here. And then, like I said, just a little finish, a little wash, if you will, of the ambergris. And you can smell it, especially as it dries down all the way where this has been on my arm for a little bit over 7-ish hours. You can pick it up, but like I said, those are the main notes for the base. All right, now who, what, when, where, how, why, all of that stuff. So who to wear this? I thought about it a little bit, and it does have some good qualities for unisex. Women are going to enjoy the sweetness, but the more I pondered it, Bleu de Chanel is designed for men. It's a masculine fragrance. Now the Baccarat Rouge 540 does do all kind of things to this, but I think this is designed and made for me, at least in my head, to put in a box in the masculine side. Now, if you love Bleu de Chanel and you're a woman, please, for the love of God, wear this fragrance, wear what you love what you wear. But at least if I'm gonna put this in a box for 90% of people, if you ask me, it's a masculine fragrance. Now, where to wear this? I think this is a perfect daily driver, just like Bleu de Chanel. The same versatility that you get from Bleu de Chanel, you're gonna get out of this Bleu de Dua. You just take a little bit more longevity and a little bit more girth and Vifragra from the Baccarat Rouge 540. That thick base, the wood, all gonna push through, so it's gonna cut through a little bit more when it's cold. So wear this to the office, you're gonna be just fine. Take this out shopping, put this on dates if you want to. It does have a little sweet accord, but I do think this is a little bit more of a fun fragrance, if you will. Bleu de Chanel, serious, masculine, puts you in the place where you think you need to be, so you can take it out, wear it when you want to wear it, however you want to wear it. That's exactly what this is designed for. It's very versatile. I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this unless you are absolutely tired of Bleu de Chanel and Baccarat Rouge 540. That's the only time you're gonna think that this is a bad fragrance, because this is a very good fragrance. It is meant for compliments. It is meant to get loved by a lot of people, and it is. All right. When to wear this thing? I do think this is multi-seasonal. The best times are gonna be spring, cooler times in the summer, so I don't know if I'd wear this directly in hot, disgustingly humid climates, but if the sun drops down a little bit, if it's not super humid, it's not super hot, I think you're gonna be just fine. I think fall time is going to push through just fine. Depending where you live, United States, warmer parts of the world, you're gonna be able to pull this off almost at any time, even in the winter. Now, if it gets bitter cold, I don't know. Maybe you go a little heavier on the trigger, but there are better fragrances. Blue fragrances, for the most people, when you think about blue, they're going in warmer weather. So put this in the warmer weather, you'll be just fine with it. All right, now how to wear this? The way that I wore it twice, and I've wore it just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, dab, 6. 5 to 6, I think, is a beautiful combination for this. It will give you the maximum results without being overspray and without being undersprayed either. I think that's the kind of the perfect little realm for the majority of Duas. I think 4 to 6, somewhere in that range, is going to be always perfect. The dab is optional. Like I said, sometimes I just want to give this scent off to everybody, give a little bit and just throw lassos of scent. So that's my optional. So if you want to just stick to the 5, do the 5. The 6, little extra, little dab. 1 dab's only is necessary. Push it. You guys all know by now, if you watch my channel, just a little bit goes a long way. All right, and with that 5 to 6 sprays, I'm getting a little over an 8-hour mark, 8.5-hour mark, with right about 2 hours of push, which is phenomenal. Not extremely far exceeding what Bleu De Chanel was doing already. It's got much more gumption to it, a little bit je ne sais quoi, if you will. So you're gonna smell the Bleu De Chanel, but it's just gonna have these different elements, and people are gonna be like, whoa, I thought it was Bleu De Chanel, but it's got this little sweet tone that's just whipping, especially if you're putting it here and you just giving them the business style. You're just gonna be pushing out and giving them amazing scents. So it's a long-lasting fragrance. For fans of Bleu De Chanel, for fans of Baccarat Roufaille 40, you're going to be in heaven and you're gonna be showering yourself with this amazing fragrance. The only people, like I said, that are not gonna like this are hypersensitive people to ambroxans, to synthetics, to people that are just absolutely fed up with Bleu De Chanel or absolutely fed up with Baccarat Roufaille 40. Move on. For the rest of us, put it on your skin, put it on your body and enjoy it, get compliments and have a fantastic day. But for this amazing fragrance, that's all I have. Till I come to you again, I ask that you continue to be blessed and stay fresh.
Keep popping them, bottom, we got 'em. Yeah, we got 'em.